Hello my friends. Today let's talk about painting with just one color. I guess I clickbaited you a little bit because obviously I'm not just painting with one specific color, one value, one hue, but I'm painting with one predominant color that I want to shine. This is such a good exercise, especially when you are feeling stuck in what to paint. If you've watched any of my latest videos, you know I'm kind of in a creative rut, but that being said, I still want to create. And even though I'm not making paintings that I'm going to be so proud of in 10 years, I still think it's important to practice creating artwork and being consistent with creation. At the very end of the day, it's not going to hurt to continue creating. So for this painting, I wanted to paint predominantly with the color red. At the end of this process, I will change the hue of that red slightly because I just wanted it to be more cohesive and finished, and this was kind of a general exercise that I set for myself and not so much a strict guideline that I have to use the exact HSL value of that one red at the beginning. This painting was such a fun exercise in learning how to make a specific color pop. There were a couple of things that I kept in mind when starting this painting. Firstly, I wanted a stark contrast between the red of the background and the black of her hair. I also designed this to have a very graphic form, like the shape of her hair with the little spiky bits sticking out and the stripes of her shirt. In general, I wanted this to be a little bit more blocky of a painting than maybe my usual. Something that has also changed in my style a lot is how I paint eyes. It might just be because I'm starting to find dark eyes and brown eyes more beautiful and interesting, because I've always had brown eyes. I've never thought brown eyes were anything special or fun, and so I think that's something that I am starting to like a little bit more and embrace in my paintings, and so I just am having so much fun with drawing very dark eyes. Something that I really enjoyed in this painting is kind of the shape of the eyes that I created with a wing liner and the skinnier brows. People also say that my artwork looks like me, and I think everybody's artwork sort of looks like them in a sense, but for myself in this painting, I really wanted to give her very full cheeks. I have very full cheeks. When I smile, the glow is right here, and that's what I wanted to paint in this one as well. I just thought it would be really cute. Something I've also been enjoying in my art recently is matte lips. A higher contrast between the skin tone and the lip color, but not a lot of shading and color inside of the actual lip, so just matte lips. Let's take a quick break and talk about the sponsor of this video, which is Dossier. Dossier creates inspired fragrances from some of your favorite luxury fragrances for a fraction of the price. I received Floral Rhubarb, which is inspired by Marc Jacobs Perfect, as well as Citrus Matcha, which is inspired by Le Labo's Matcha 26. I smelled that perfume in store and was so tempted to purchase it, but it was November. This scent is very springy, and so I figured I'll just wait and purchase it maybe in the spring or early summer. But I'm so excited to try Dossier's Citrus Matcha because it has such a greater strength and longevity on my skin and smells so clean and refreshing. If you're interested in finding out more about Dossier, they're going to be linked down in the description, but they're such a great sponsor. Thank you so much. Back to this painting. One way that I have really been enjoying making my colors pop, and I talk about this all the time, is by using kind of complementary colors for the highlights. The complementary color to red is green, to orange is blue, and so in general, when I'm painting with almost this rust colored base for the background and the shirt and the lips, I like to go in with very cool toned highlights to create some contrast. It doesn't have to be an exact science, like I don't have to use the exact same complementary colors, so if I have a red background, a green highlight, but even just a cooler highlight, like green, blues, purples, I think those look so good in contrast with the warmer skin tone and the warmer background. With the hair on the end result of the painting, it has like a cyan glow and a cyan highlight, which really pops against that rusty colored background. Something else to consider is adding a bit of that background color in any highlights around the rim of the subject. She has really shiny, glossy hair, and it just makes sense that some of that background color will be reflected on the perimeters, the sides of her head. I don't have to use that exact same brightness of color, but just a little tint so that there is this implication that the surroundings of the subject are actually impacting the subject in terms of lighting and color. That's such an interesting way to tie color into your painting and make it look cohesive. I also used a really cool pink color for her cheeks versus the rusty background and the darker red shirt. There is a little bit of difference in the hues of the pinks and the reds in this painting, but I think that the pink in the cheeks makes her stand out and look fresh and shine alive against that background, adding a little bit more dimension into this piece. The way that I used this red rusty color for 80% of the painting, but also adding different hues and a little bit of contrast through adding like pops of greens and blues, is the way that I love to accentuate color. So even though I'm using like 3-4% of these tiny little different contrasting colors, it brings this piece together and makes it look alive. I'm also a little bit grungy at heart, so painting something like this raises my spirits and makes me kind of happy in terms of when I really have no idea what to paint or what to draw. Let me know what you'd like to see from me. I've really been in a rut and I have been enjoying seeing your comments, and I appreciate your encouragement. I know that some of you are also feeling the same way right now. I'm excited for the days to get a little bit longer and a little bit warmer. In the meantime, I'm holding on and trying to do my best to continue creating. Let me know what you think of this painting, if you enjoyed it, and if you've also painted with predominantly just one color, trying to make it shine and be the hero of a piece. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. I post them every week or maybe even twice a week. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.